Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Harry Cruz and welcome back to Fighting Fantasy, the gamebook series. The first book, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and this is part 4. We're going to be continuing on where we left off previously. So without further ado, let's get into the book. Just down here. Let's resume. So last we left off, we're at a crossroads. North, west or south. This is our current stats at the moment. We've got 7 provisions, potion invisibility, potion of fortune, sword, leather armor, crescent shield, 48 gold pieces, a Y-shaped stick, a book, lantern, silky black glove, which you have no idea what it's for, and a dragon fire spell. Full stamina, well as in full as in like all of it, 20 out of 20, 10 out of 11 skill, because remember we busted our arm when trying to break down the door into the boathouse, and 12 luck, which is maximum. So, where should we go? North, west or south? I reckon let's go west. Okay. What's this? Tools or something? You follow the passage westward until it turns around a corner to the south. Just before the bend, a signpost which reads, "Under construction." In front of you is the beginning of a stairway leading downwards. Only 3 steps have been built so far. A couple of shovels, picks and other tools are lying on the ground by the steps, but as you turn the corner, they suddenly flurry into action and begin working on the steps. You are now watching various tools digging and hammering as if being handled by invisible workers. A humming chant becomes louder and you recognise it as hi ho, it's off to work we go. As you stand watching, you start to chuckle. This scene is quite amusing. You sit and watch and even manage to chat to some of the magical tools. Whilst you relax, you gain 2 stamina points and 1 skill point. When you are finished, you turn back up the passageway to the crossroads. You may either go north or south. Well, how lovely. So we've actually, excuse me there. Our skill has now returned back to its initial level of 11 out of 11, which is brilliant. We didn't need the stamina points, but we relaxed and we watched this kind of little Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs Easter egg, which was quite nice. So north or south, guys? We're doing quite well, actually. Maxed out stats, invisibility potion, fortune potion, 7 provisions still, and 48 gold pieces and a few bits. I think we're doing ever so well. We have a good chance, I reckon, of completing this. Let's try south. Okay, dead end, look. You are in a short passageway which comes to a dead end several meters ahead of you. You study the rock face carefully, but there appears to be no way through, so you return to the crossroads and this time to continue straight ahead northwards. Right, north it is then. Okay, you are following a passageway which leads to the north. After several meters it bends sharply to the east. You continue eastwards until you eventually come across a narrow opening in the north wall. You may go through this opening or continue eastwards. Previously, I'm not sure if you recall from the previous part, we went into a crevice similar to this and there was cackling laughter and we reached that end, but I don't think it'll be the same, it won't repeat in the narrative of the book. So I reckon if we go through this opening it might be a good idea. So let's go through this opening here. Okay, you climb through the opening and find yourself at the top of a narrow staircase leading downwards. Cautiously you descend the stairs. Ooh. Let's see where we go then. Okay. This is an interesting one, guys. Okay. The narrow staircase is cut into the rock, and there are about 20 steps leading down. At the bottom of the steps is a passageway that leads into a large open chamber. This chamber stinks of putrefying flesh. The smell is so bad that you are tempted to turn back. 3 bodies lie in the chamber. You may either search the bodies or tiptoe quietly through the room. What will you do? Search the first body, search the second body, or search the third body? Tiptoe or tiptoe through the room? Curious decision here. They don't really give much detail of the bodies here. Part of me thinks it could be a trap of some sort. It's either going to be a case where one of the bodies or two of the bodies might have some good valuables in, but I definitely know that one of them probably will be a bad thing for us. Or alternatively, all of them are, and it's just a trap in general. See, if I had to search a body, it would be the first one because it would be the nearest one to the stairs, rather than the third. Let's try the first body, see what happens. Oh gosh, okay. You find 5 gold pieces in the pocket of the corpse and gain 1 luck point. You may either now search the second body, or search the third body. Ooh, it's a bit of a gamble here. I think they really are playing with you a little bit. It may even be that all the bodies actually have something, but... Should we try the third one? Let's try the third one. Ooh, okay. Right then. As you search the body, you try to avoid looking at the terrible face. Grey and decomposing. Maggots crawl from its nose and mouth. You jump back startled, when its eyes suddenly flick open. Just in time you avoid a vicious slash from its long, sharp fingernails. It quickly springs to its feet and eyes you with a sadistic leer spreading across its mouth. See what I mean? One of them must be a better option. Okay. Right then. The creature now standing before you is a semi-decayed man. His quick eyes dart from side to side watching you. His long tongue flashes out with a hissing noise. His teeth nails are sharp, and he doesn't seem to be afraid of your weapon at all. He is a ghoul. You must fight. He has the ability to paralyze and kill you if he scores 4 separate wounds on you during this battle, so beware. Goodness, okay. This is going to be an interesting battle, guys. Quite a formidable fight then. 8 skill, so quite respectable. Luckily we've got our skill back to 11, otherwise I think it would have been a tough fight. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's fight. Let's see what happens. Oh. Damn he. Just hit us there. Yep, another hit on him. That's good. That's a good roll. We are defeating the ghoul, guys. And we have got a slight gash on our arm, but I think we're alright. We did defeat him indeed. The ghoul twitches and dies at your feet. You search its body and find little of interest. A couple of earrings worth 1 gold piece between them are in one of its pockets. You take these and you add 2 luck points for killing the ghoul, which we've already got max luck, so it doesn't really matter anyway. You stop to rest if you wish, and you may eat provisions. Now you may either search the second body or press on northwards. Yeah, might as well search the second. Ooh, okay. You search the pockets of the other body and find 8 gold pieces, a bottle of liquid, and an old piece of parchment. You may take these items to read the parchment or to test the liquid. Let's read it. Okay. The parchment is well worn and almost illegible. It is a map of some sort, headed the Maze of Zagor. You can make little sense of it, although a room to the north is marked something Gur, and another to the east is marked SM something P something LE. You fold up the map and put it in your pocket. If you have not yet tested the liquid, and you wish to do so, turn to 369. Otherwise, you can make your way southwards, turn to 120. Let's test the liquid. You swallow some of the liquid, oh how foreboding. Ooh, okay. The liquid is smooth and watery, and as you drink it, you begin to glow. You feel euphoric and a little drunk at the same time. Your confidence grows and your wariness disappears. The bottle contains holy water, blessed by the overpriest of Kainleshma. It has restored your stamina and skill to full strength. You also gain 4 luck points for making such a lucky find. Otherwise, you may leave the room northwards if you haven't looked at the parchment, which you already have. So it sounds like it was really good for us to go in that little north crevice in the end, guys. We did have to face a ghoul in the end, but you know what? Pretty decent. You leave the chamber, walk down a short passage to reach the staircase going up. You climb the stairs and arrive at the top in a passageway. Okay, I reckon we should auto-save here, guys. That was a really good couple of passages. So, 20 stamina, 11 skill and 12 luck. And 61 gold, piece of parchment in addition, and earrings as well, why not? To our equipment list. Okay, let's continue. At the top of the stairs, the passage turns sharply to the east. As you pause to get your bearings, you hear a creaking in the rock behind you. You spin around in time to see a heavy portcullis drop to seal off the passageway behind you. Your only way now is forward. You may either press on forward or check the walls for any secret passages. Wow. What would you guys do in this instance? If we check the walls, it's possible that something may try and come and get us. But saying that, we could also miss something if we don't check. We've got an autosave here. Perhaps we'll check secret passages this time, and if it doesn't bode well, we can always just press on forward if we have to revert back. Okay. You find no secret passages, however your explorations attract some sort of creature. Funny I mentioned that. And as you listen, you can hear something coming down towards you down the corridor. You turn to find out what sort of wandering monster you have come across. Ooh, okay. Your tappings and scrapings at the rock face as you search for secret doors and passageways resound through the dungeon corridors. Various creatures roam freely through the underworld, and your noises have just attracted the attention of one of the following monsters. So, let's see. I don't know if 1 or 6 is bad or good. I take it that the middle is probably going to be a middle difficulty monster. Either 1 or 6 is probably going to be really bad. Let's find out. Oh, okay, a 5, okay. Let's see what a 5 is then. An eerie rustling echoes down the corridor as the monster moves towards you. As it enters the glow, you discover it is a skeleton. You must fight. You defeat the skeleton, you may press on down the passageway by turning to 48. Let's fight the skeleton, guys. Bob the Bowman. Okay. 5 stamina, 6 skill, that ain't too bad. We should be able to easily take him. Yep, a hit there. Good blow against his breastplate there. Another one as well. Did get 1 higher on the dice roll, but our skill outmatched him. We defeated him quite easily, actually. Okay, so we have gone forward now. You are in an east-west corridor. If you go east, you will turn a corner northward. Okay. Let's go west. Let's do my left theory. Oh, okay. You walk along the corridor only to find that the way westward is blocked by a heavy portcullis. You walk back to where you were. Okay, so it seems to be that they want us to go a certain way. So, let's turn to 48. You are in an east-west corridor. If you go east, you will turn a corner northwards. Very similar description here. Should try west again. Ah. I think we've just gone back to the passage. Okay, got it. Right, let's go this way then. Let's go 391. Okay. You are at the south end of a north-south corridor. Looking northwards, you can see a passage coming off the east wall. Do you want to go up this passage? East wall. Check for any secret passages as you walk northwards, or go south following the bend that leads west. Now, obviously we went south before, hence we turned to 48. So it's either going to be probably up this passage or secret passages as you walk northwards. Let's check for secret passages. As you try the walls up the passageway, a secret door opens along the west wall. Turn to 177. Now, if you remember in the description of the parchment passage, it's possible that this might be some form of maze. Possibly the maze of Zargor or something, so it might be that we're actually in a maze right now, but there was no indication that it was like, yo, you know, we're in a maze right now, but there seems to be a lot of twisting corridors and junctions, so maybe perhaps we are in the maze, so let's just keep wary. Okay, let's turn to 177, guys. Okay, you are standing in a north-south passage. To the north, you can see a passage off to the east. To the south, the passage turns westwards. In the west wall, in front of you is a secret door. Okay, I think the secret door is obviously what we went through before. So we could either go north, that goes east, or south. Let's try south, see what happens. Okay, I think as we went up south... Okay, you are at the south end of a north-south corridor. Looking northwards, you can see a passage coming off the east wall. I think here this is where we checked for secret passages before. So, let's go up north again. Okay. You are standing at a T-junction, where a passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. To go south, obviously this is where we came from. To check secret passages on the way southwards, turn to 362. To go north, or to check for secret passages on the way northwards, or to go east. Let's go east, see what happens. You are standing in the middle of an east-west corridor. To the east is a dead end. To the west is a familiar junction and another passageway, quite a short one at that. Leads off to the north and ends in a large wooden door. Why not? Let's just try the door, shall we? Okay. Who are these people? Happy at a table, I think. The door opens and you find yourself in a small, smoke-filled room. Sitting in the room, around a wooden table, are 4 tiny men, each about a metre tall. But all are apparently fully mature, with weathered skin and long bushy beards. They are cursing, laughing and joking as they play a card game. Each one is leaning back on his tiny chair, puffing a long clay pipe. On the table are a number of copper coins and 4 mugs of ale. As you walk in, their merriment stops, however. They are on their guard and don't appear to be too dangerous. One stands up and makes some comment about your lack of manners, not knocking before you came in, and the others nod in agreement. Okay, 4 options here. Chat to them and try and befriend them. Apologise and bow and leave the room. Offer to join their game. Draw your sword and go for the leader. Why don't we chat and befriend them? Okay, you chat about various things, and they seem to be eagerly friendly. They feel lonely in the dungeon, with so much evil about, and are happy to speak to visitors of a lawful disposition. They tell you that you are in the maze of Zargor. Ah, okay, this is my theory confirmed. The only way out is to go deeper into the dungeon. They tell you that the way through the maze is to leave the room, turn right, left, keep going straight, and then they begin to get a bit vague. They're not entirely sure it is correct. Eventually you thank them and leave the room. So, leave the room, turn right again, and left, and keep going straight. Then it gets a bit vague. Okay. Interesting. Right, bear with me, guys, 1 second. We also had a piece of parchment, didn't we, I believe? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Okay. So it was... left. I think they said... if we went west, that is our left. And then if we go right, we're technically going north. North. You are standing at a bend in the passageway. You may go either west or south. You are standing at a bend in the passageway. You either go west or south. There we go. Right, okay. So I was just making some calculations there in my head. Okay. You've entered a large square room. Broken pottery lies scattered all about. One large clay vase is untouched and is full of clear liquid. A large bowl is full of gold pieces. As you enter, the door slams behind you, and you swing around to face a strange-looking creature, half man, half bull, who is glaring at you. He is a minotaur, and he stalks towards you. He lowers his head, horns pointing at your chest, and charges. Well, a stereotypical creature in the mazes, of course, a minotaur. Let's see what we do. Okay, so pretty darn good creature to fight. 9 skill and 9 stamina, but we're still... okay, rolled higher. Good start to the fight. Okay. 18 out of 16 there. Another. We have the option to escape as well. Okay, that's good to know. Ooh, just managed to get that in. And 1 stamina left. Can we do it in a clean sweep? Yes, we can. Dispatch the Minotaur quite significantly. Okay, we do defeat this monstrous foe indeed. You sort through the broken pots and find little of interest. The liquid looks, smells, and tastes like water. The coins in the pot are fraud. Damn. 8 genuine gold pieces lie on the surface of the pile which you take. Underneath are merely painted pieces of pot. Oh wow, okay. As you tip the vase out, it slips and breaks. A red-coloured key appears, hidden inside the false bottom in a bowl. You take this key. It is inscribed with the number 111. You add 2 luck points to defeating the Minotaur, and you leave the room and continue on your quest. Okay, fantastic. We're still in the maze, guys. Right, this may take a little bit of time. Let's see how well we do. Okay, obviously we've gone through the door already. Yeah, so let's go south. Okay, so we return north, so we're basically going either west, east, or south. Let's go east. South. East. Okay, that's the where we headed off last time, wasn't it? Okay. Dead end, we investigate, nothing out of the ordinary. The previous passage was the door where we spoke to those short little guys in the room there smoking something. Alright. You can check the end for secret passages, mission 306. Oh no. You find no secret passages, but you can see a creature like shape coming down the corridor towards you. Okay, rolled a 1. Okay, let's just dispatch this evil goblin quickly. Alright then. So dead end isn't going to be anything that we need right now. So we don't need to go east. Either north or south, really. Okay. North. Let's try west. Okay, we've done the Minotaur. Let's go south. South again. We're at a crossroads now. Let's try going west. Dead end. Return to the crossroads. Okay, let's go east. Dead end. Okay. You set off and find yourself in the middle of the north-south passageway. There's a door in the western wall of the passage. Opposite the door is a passage going off eastwards. Okay, the passageway bends to the west and begins to get quite narrow. You have reached a small rocky arch which you will have to stoop to get through. On the other side of the arch you pause and look around. You are in a large cavern which disappears in the distant blackness. The cavern is particularly lit by natural light which streams in through a hole in the roof. You cannot see a way through. As you shine your lantern around the cavern, you hear a rumble. A dull glow flickers in the blackness. Suddenly, a jet of fire shoots from the depths of the cavern, narrowly missing you and singeing the mossy growths on the wall. You throw yourself onto the ground and look up to see a large dragon stalking out of the darkness towards you. Smoke curls from its nostrils, its scaly red skin glistens with an oily covering. The beast is some 15 meters long. How will you attack the creature? Draw your sword and prepare to attack, or search your memory for another means of attack. Now, if you recall, we have a parchment. Does the name Fuego de Maggio mean anything to you? Which it does to us. We can turn to 26. You remember de Maggio's small leather-bound book, and silently mouth the spell contained within its pages. You shout loudly at the dragon and it stops in its tracks. It cocks its head to one side and eyes you suspiciously. You fling a stone at its head and the rock bounces off its nose. The beast lets out an angry cry and breathes deeply, a roaring sound emerging from within its throat. The dragon exhales, and from within its teeth you can see another fireball building up. You prepare yourself, and as the ball of flames come from its mouth, you cry, Ikeref, Gameref, Iref de Maggio. The fireball continues no further. With an agonized scream, the dragon tries to shake the flame from its snout. But there the burning continues. Squealing in agony, the dragon turns its back and leaps into the blackness, frailing its head from side to side. Nice. Seems we've defeated the dragon at last. Very good. You have defeated the dragon and have added 3 luck points. Safe for the moment, you investigate the cavern and find a passageway which continues to the west. When you are ready, turn to 274. Alright guys, let's see what happens. Okay. You leave the cavern and follow a long narrow corridor. After several hundred meters, it ends in a large wooden door which is slightly ajar. Carefully you ease it open and a little further and poke your head around the side to see what is in the room. You see an old man, a small old man at that, sitting at the table on his own, playing with a pack of cards. He looks quite a harmless old soul, grey-haired and bearded. He is seated. What will you do? Burst through the door, sword drawn, and surprise the old man? Knock on the door and enter and greeting the old man courteously? Or get down on all fours and creep into the room unnoticed? Sounds like to me this is a trap. So I reckon surprising the old man's a good idea. So let's do it. Okay. As you burst through the door, the old man turns to look at you, not in the least perturbed by your intrusion. Then suddenly he vanishes. He reappears against the wall. As you spin around to face him, he laughs. Not the feeble cackle of an old man, but the booming laugh of a much younger man. Again he disappears and reappears in another corner of the room, glaring at you and taunting you with his evil laugh. You swirl around just in time to see him disappear again. This time he reappears in the air above you and slowly floats down to you. His glaring eyes make you shiver as he approaches. Turn to 358. This must be the Warlock, guys. Okay. Yeah, very menacing. The battle will call upon all your reserves of strength and cunning. Your adversary has disappeared and now stands at the far end of the room in front of the door with 2 locks. How will you approach him? Grip your sword firmly and advance towards him. Look for your packed weapon to use. Look around the room for another means of attack or defense. Let's sort of save here. Let's advance towards him. His booming voice calls out, "Poor fool, you think you can match my power with your puny weapon?" You continue with determination. "If it is a simple brawl you want, stranger, then I shall give it to you your last." And with these words he vanishes and reappears behind you. You swing around to face him, and the fight starts. This is a battle to the death. There is no escaping here. The time has come for you to confront this warlock. You must fight. Let's do this, guys. Okay, this is going to be a tough battle. You ready? Warlock, 18 stamina, 11 skill. We matches our skill level. Let's do this. Evenly matched there. Hit last, very good. Another tie. Another hit for us, it's good. Another tie again. Yet another hit, we're doing really well. We are doing well on the rolls, guys. Oh, he didn't catch us there though. Max. Another one, doing ever so well. And we could be getting him, guys, at last. He slashes at us. And we finally destroy the warlock at last. With the warlock now defeated, you know your quest is almost over. You approach the doors to his chambers, open it and peer around. The doors open to reveal a small, dimly lit room. The walls are hung with ornate curtains laced in silver and gold. A single flame burns in the one corner, throwing light on a low table in the middle of the floor. On this table is a large chest. You step out and investigate the chest from all around. Yet nowhere mysterious sounds fills the room. It sounds like the rumbling of thunder, clouds preparing to make storm. You approach the chest and see that it is held shut by 3 locks. As you approach, the noise gets louder. Okay, let's search through the bags. During your adventure, you have come across various keys that should have been collected in some of these. 3 of them must be correct combination to open the chest. Peering at the chest more closely, you notice that 321 is inscribed faintly across the top. Have you come across any keys in your adventure? Alas, we didn't have 3 keys. Do not possess the keys required. This is the end of your journey. You sit on the chest and weep as you realise you will have to explore the mountain once more in order to find the keys. Ah, what a shame, guys, what a shame. Never mind though. We did ever so well on our first playthrough, and I'll come back to this playthrough another time for sure. We got a key from the Minotaur. We just got to find 2 more keys somewhere. I wonder where that would be. Still, never mind, never mind. Let's... Disappointing, I know. But let's continue with the books. I will be playing book 2 next. This is just playthrough 1 anyway. I'll come back to this at another time. But we've done very well. We've only played 1 game through anyway. So if you like the series so far, please like and subscribe. And yeah, take care. Bye.